to new jobs for construction workers, for teachers, for veterans, for first responders, young people, and the long-term unemployed.
In front of a joint session of Congress, the president reveals his plan to get America back to work. That plan would cost $447 billion, but he promises it wouldn't actually increase the deficit. Payroll taxes would be cut by 50% for most workers and small businesses. $50 billion would be pumped into rebuilding worn-out bridges and roads, and $85 billion would go to the states to rehire people like police officers, firefighters, and teachers, also to modernize some rundown schools. Details on how he plans to pay for all this are expected in the next couple of weeks. So that's the plan, but now he has to get Republicans to pass it, which won't be easy. Tonight, we talk with one man out of work for 2 years who hopes politics won't get in the way of getting back to work. NBC Miami's Jeff Burnside picks up the story from there.
Well, we first introduced you to Redelio Conesa on Tuesday. He took part in a jobs protest outside a Republican fundraiser in Coral Gables. His story seemed to resonate with many of you. So tonight, we went back to Redelio to watch the president and get some wisdom from the common man.
The President of the United States.
The president spoke to 68-year-old Redelio Conesa when he proposed a $4,000 tax break for employers who hire someone who's been out of work at least 6 months. Redelio has been jobless for 2 years. That's you?
Yeah.
You like that idea?
I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot. Let's see what happens. You know, the problem is now that both parties have to get together and vote for that legislation, you know.
He's been a maintenance man, janitor, handyman, hardly missed a day of work since coming to America from Cuba 20 years ago.
I was born the day I came to the United States. I was born again, you know. So I will be 20 years old. She's bigger.
At 4'10", he thinks big. He calls his new country a beacon to the world. He grew up in Las Villas, Cuba, listening to Voice of America and studying American history. He has not soured on America, despite his new hardship.
I am living off some money that I got in the bank, but it is going down and down and down like a plane, and it is going down. In a few, 3, 4, 5 months, it will be gone.
So they drink tap water, no restaurants, no air conditioning. Reading at home doesn't cost anything. He's proud. But being jobless hurts.
You feel like you are not worth enough. If when you are working, you feel as if you are bigger and you were worth a lot, you know, because you know in some part of your brain that you are being helpful to you, to your family, and to your country.
So the president got his support tonight, building schools, roads, bridges, payroll tax cuts, acting for the people, he says, not for the party.
But if they want to work for the people, they must be together and vote for that legislation. Maybe with a slight changes, maybe, but they must pass it.
Redelio voted for John McCain, leans Republican, but backs the president now because he says Congress needs to do something and do it fast. By the way, Redelio gave us the okay to put you in touch with him if you have a job for him. Just contact us here at the station. Jeff Burnside, NBC Miami.
The GOP, by the way, did not deliver an official response to President Obama's speech. However, the chairman of the Republican National Committee offered sharp criticism of the president's job plan.
America needs bold, pragmatic, consensus-based leadership. Instead, President Obama wants to feed us yet another helping of half measures, spending, and yes, even more debt. We've already learned that that is a toxic recipe for killing jobs.
Republican presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann called on Congress to reject the president's plan, while fellow candidate Rick Perry says the Obama administration should stop trying to spend its way out of the problem. And tonight, a clarification. We reported about a protest outside a GOP fundraiser on Tuesday. The donations go to the National Republican Congressional Committee, not just to Congressman Allen West, as reported. West and other members of Congress do receive money from the committee.